If you have curly hair and you're going back to school soon, I have the ultimate curly hair routine for you. This routine is school air proof and it's going to last you multiple days. The first step to this routine is making sure your curls are soaking wet when styling. This is going to help you avoid frizz because wet frizz means dry frizz. Then you're going to take some leave-in conditioner to help your curls fight the dry school air. I like the Not Your Mother's one, and you're just going to spray it evenly into both sides. Brush it through to evenly distribute the product on both sides. Once that's done, you're going to section your hair to get as much definition as possible. So I like to just put my hair back and take my fingers like this, and then separate the hair. Now you're going to apply your curl cream in sections. So I like to take about that much and rub it together in my hands, and then rake it through both sides of my hair. Once that's evenly raked through, you're going to go in and brush style. I like to use the Bounce Curl Define brush, but you can also use the Denman brush. Brush styling is the key to getting really defined ringlets. So you're just going to keep brush styling your hair in sections. Again, just keep brush styling. Once you're done with the first section, you're going to repeat this with the next section. I usually do 3 sections in total, so for my last section, I'm sectioning off the crown of my hair so I can style for no middle part. The crown of your hair is like this area over here. And again, if your hair is getting dry, re-wet it. Your shirt might turn a completely different color, but that means you have enough water. Rake your curl cream into both sides again, and then keep brush styling. If you're using the Bounce Curl brush, make sure to get like right to your edges so you can lift them for volume, and then repeat this on the other side. When you're scrunching, you should hear that noise. Now for the crown of my hair, I like to style for no middle part for volume. If you don't like no middle part, you can just continue with the steps from before, just going that way. So I brush all of my hair forwards, redistribute the curl cream into this section as well, and then I take horizontal sections to avoid a middle part. So you're going to take your brush style your hair forwards, and then flip it back. If you don't already style your hair for no middle part, I would definitely suggest trying that this school year. It's just going to elevate your entire curly look. It's going to give you volume, let your hair kind of like go wherever it wants. It depends on your preference, but I do think if you like volume, it just makes the whole look better. Once your hair is fully styled, it's going to look a little bit crazy. Instead of letting your hair go back to a middle part, you're going to flip it to the side. Next, you're going to take a lightweight mousse for volume. I like the level 2 one from Not Your Mother's because it's super lightweight. It doesn't weigh down your curls. So I like to take a good amount, and then I just like smooth it over my curls. Your hair should be like turning white, and then you just scrunch it in. And keep scrunching until all of the foam is like absorbed into your hair. Once that's all scrunched in, you're going to take a Stronghold gel. I like to pair the Not Your Mother's gel and the Strictly Curls gel to get a really good gel cast. So I'm going to take a little bit of both, and just like I did with the mousse, I'm going to smooth it over my hair. Make sure you get it all over your hair, and then once it's smoothed in, you're going to scrunch. And then I repeat the same process with the Not Your Mother's one. Now you're going to take a t-shirt and scrunch the excess moisture out of your hair. Now that your hair is fully styled, you're going to air dry or diffuse, but I like to diffuse. I have a diffusing routine on my account if you want to follow it, so I'm going to go diffuse and then I'll be back with the final result. This is how my curls dried after scrunching out my gel cast. For the last step, I like to take a Stronghold hairspray, and this one's from Foxy Bay. I mainly only do this during the school year because like the school air is so bad. So I just spray my hair evenly. This is optional, but I also like to take a little hair perfume. If there's volume, definition, and no frizz, it's the perfect back-to-school curly hair routine. You can find all of these products linked in my shop, in my bio, and I hope you guys try this routine. If you do, comment pictures. If you want to start wearing your curls this school year and don't know where to start, then you're in the right place. Because I'm going to show you guys the easiest and the fastest curly hair routine that's going to last through school air. Alright baddies, first things first, you want your hair to be completely drenched in water. Once your hair is completely soaked, you're going to section off your crown. We're going to deal with her later. Sectioning off your crown just helps to get rid of that middle part if you want more volume. And so your curls curl at the root. I like to do my hair in 3 sections. I start with one side of my hair and then the other half and then my crown. I'm going to go in with my curl cream for the first section. This is the Fenty Home Curl. I always switch between my
products. It's not that I like one more than the other. If you guys want like more affordable options, the entire Not Your Mother like Curl Talk line is amazing. This next step is what I think made my curls last so much longer. Instead of going with my mousse after curl cream, I go in with my gel. This is a Not Your Mother sculpting gel, this much, and I'm just doing, again, raking it through. This just makes sure that your gel is in like every strand of your hair. Both products are in. I'm just gonna start scrunching my hair up. This is how you want your hair to sound like. If it doesn't sound like this, it's not wet enough. After you're done scrunching your section, go in with your mousse. This is the one from Pattern. Literally just go like this and scrunch, and I'm done with my first section. It literally took me 5 minutes, and we're gonna repeat the exact same steps. Also, I just want to say I relate to you guys so much about not knowing how to handle your curls, because that was literally me in high school. That's why I straightened my hair every single day. But it was also because like no one ever taught me how to style my curls. I had no idea what I was doing in my hair. Like if I was to actually wear my curls to school, it would be put in braids the night before and then just take them out and wear it like that. Zero clue. That's why I wanted to make this video, because I feel like if I had a video like this to actually show me how to style my curls, how to take care of them, I would have actually tried. That's what I hope this video does. I hope it inspires you guys to actually try at least to wear your curls or try this routine. Anyway, enough yapping. I'm done with these 2 sections. Now we're gonna move on to the crown. You're gonna brush this entire section forward like this. Before we section off our crown, we're gonna take all the products one more time. Curl cream and your gel. I'm gonna take my favorite brush of all time, the Bounce Curl brush. This is the volumizing one. If you don't have one of these or a Denman brush, really just use your regular brush. You're gonna go from one side of your crown to the other side, right across, just like that. Go in from the root, just brush up, shake, and just leave it back there. I'm gonna look down so you guys can see what I'm doing, and just brush up. Last section. We're almost done. I'm gonna scrunch in my mousse now. I'm gonna do a lot of it. Before I diffuse, I take a microfiber towel and I just scrunch out all the extra water that's left in my hair. You don't want to diffuse your hair when it's soaking wet. I'm going to take my Shark and I'm going to diffuse my hair. Start by hover diffusing, and I'm going to do that until my hair is like 50% dry, and then I'm going to start scrunching upside down. I'm finally done diffusing my hair, and as you can see, we have a gel cast. So let's scrunch out the crunchiness with some oil. And I'm just gonna scrunch it in my hair. It looks so much better. And these are how the curls came out. I hope this helped.
If you're a victim of school air, this curly hair routine will save your life. Number 1, add your leave-ins. If you have fine hair, you want to use a more lightweight leave-in. If you have thick hair, you want to use a heavier one. This is gonna help keep your hair hydrated, prevent frizz, and keep your cuticle smooth. I use 3 different leave-ins because I'm extra, but all you really need is one good one. Next step is to detangle your hair. You want to detangle after you add your leave-ins. Just give your hair some slip so you're not tugging at it. But you want to do it before you add any curl creams or gels. This is also going to help to evenly disperse your leave-in. Next step is your curl cream, and you're going to apply this praying hands. Take a generous amount, spread it evenly throughout your hands, and you're just going to go like this down your lengths. Don't forget to get your hair by your roots. Applying your curl cream like this will just help your curls get into a nice defined shape. Finally, we're going to go in with our gel. Gel is hands down the most important step. And you're going to apply it praying hands just like the curl cream, and then you're going to scrunch, and be sure to use a generous amount of gel, because this is what's going to make your curls last and hold all day throughout school air. And finally, you can air dry your hair or diffuse on cold setting to reduce frizz. The choice is yours. But do wet this if you try this routine, because I can guarantee you it will last throughout school air.
Okay, if you have curly hair and you're going back to school soon, I have the perfect routine to help you beat the school air. And by the way, this is basically the same as my no frizz routine, just a little bit different.
You want to wear your natural hair this school year but don't know how? I got you. I'm going to teach you how to style your hair and make it last through school year. First step, get your hair soaking wet. I mean, get it drenched like this. Take a brush and start brushing. Make sure there's no knots anywhere. Now it's time for sectioning. We're not going to do anything crazy. We're just going to take away the first part of our hair so we can focus on the bottom half by just clipping it away. Now we're going to start with the right side. Brush my hair again. Make sure there are no knots for this to work. Grab a curl cream. You can use whichever one you want, and I just put a good amount on my hand for the section. Spread it out all across my hair like this. You can use a brush for this, but I like using my fingers. It gets the job done so much easier. This is literally the hack to get more volume. Grab a brush and grab a section of your hair, put it like this, and then just brush it away. And then look, it does like a loop. I used to do my hair every single day, like actually, so what helped me like have longer and lasting curls was gel. I just use a little bit like this, or a little bit less honestly, and I just pat it. You want that squishy sound. This is a good sign. How beautiful this section looks compared to this. I'm making this video because when I tell you guys I didn't know how to style my hair last year, it was actually really bad. My sister taught me how to do it over the summer. I would always wake up with frizzy hair like this. I would brush my roots, and I don't know why I would do that because now I love having bouncy curls. Such a vibe. And I love how they always turned out. They always turn out so pretty, guys. Trust the process. I tell my sister, like, why were you gatekeeping? Why didn't you teach me how to do this before? Bottom section is looking amazing. A 10 out of 10. I love it. And now it's time for the top section. Pull back our bottom section because I don't want to ruin our hard work. We're going to do the same routine again, but this is where you decide if you want a middle part or no. Curly hair just takes time, just like everything else. So if you're really patient with it, it's gonna turn out amazing. If you want more volume, you can just diffuse like this. If you just want it normal, then just let it air dry. I hope this helped. I love you guys so much.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. All credit goes to the original creators. See you in the next one.